cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. Everything has lost its taste. Months of rain and chest pain. Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand.
everyone. How are you? Oh, hell yeah, I've got permission! Squid, you and I are going out back later. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Zone. Hello, Alpha. I hope everyone's having a good week. How are you? We're going to be playing some Cooking Companions today, since apparently I've been on a little bit of a cannibal kick. Towards Squid and my one other friend, who I'm not going to announce. Why am I always so quiet? I don't know! I think I'm quite loud. How is this? Is this better? It feels like I keep peeking my mic every time I speak, because that's what this is telling me is happening. Very fair. Nope, little more. It's as loud as it can go! I don't fucking know how to make it louder. Hold on. Hold on. Input device. Keep up the... Oh, Dan, you bean! How's this? Oh, fuck. Shush. Shush. How's this? Is this loud enough for you bitches? I don't know if that even did anything at all. I hope it did. Well, you need to tell me if the... I don't fucking know how to work my settings. Buttons. This. Oh, wait. Why the fuck isn't this turned all the way up yet? God damn it. How's this? Is this better? Is this better? It feels like I'm constantly... It says it's constantly peaking my mic. I'm gonna turn that down just a tad. How's that? Is that better? Yes. Fuck. I forgot to set that up. I didn't okay. So a bit loud. Okay. I'll turn down. Yes, I have... Fuck. I was doing a million things because I had a million things to do. Hold on. Hold on. I will get it. Buttons. Buttons. I haven't even had the chance. That's not the right button. Okay, I was trying to set up the program, but it wasn't working, so I need to figure it out, and I didn't have enough time, but I will do the thing. Hold on. Which one? Image. Boxcoon. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Very, very soon. Files. I have too many damn files. Is it in downloads? It might be in downloads. It is in downloads. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna tuck this. Don't mind me. We're gonna... Hold on, I'll fix it in a sec. Why is this like this? Why is this like this? We're just gonna tuck that. We're just gonna... Just give me a minute. There. There. It works, you know what? Good enough. This works for now. And I can just, look. Boxcoon. It doesn't move to my voice, and I'll keep it up for like 2 minutes or so. Let me turn down this a little bit more so it doesn't overpower. Then volume mixer. How's that? How's that for you're just gonna keep Boxcoon on my head? I guess this has music, so I can pause my background music so it's not clashing. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I am easily disturbed. No, I don't want to continue. New box redeem? Kind of. More like box redeem done for... You're gonna have to read... Yeah, I know. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to Ah! Achoo! Oh, that's what's happening. I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. I'm not doing voices like I did for Doki. I gave up on that. Get those allergies under control, Mirai? It's Karen, Mirai, Atoli. I can't remember his name. Gregor. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So, are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some... making stew. So let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. No need to demean him like that. Also, I love him. I love him and his little squirrel companion. I don't know if it's a squirrel or not. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mirai from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. I have an unfortunate allergy to dust. It's not great living out in the woods sometimes. It's terrible. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Why do they keep bullying him? Anatoly is his name. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, where there's bound to be treasure up here. Oh, look at him. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? Is that your dusty cabin? No, because I keep my cabin clean, and also there's a lot more herbs around. I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. That's- oh, damn. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. Read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly! Oh yeah, sorry, Mirai. Got carried away again. I love him. I'll help him look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we could always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? I mean, if you guys are gonna starve to death, I think that qualifies as an emergency. Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mirai are getting food. Gregor is gathering firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mirai, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly puts the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit escape button on your keyboard. Okay, it just took a minute. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view. There we go. Be sure to save. Okay, it's actually responding now. Do you have any experience making meals? Plenty! I'm a kitchen witch! I've seen the game theory video. That's an even funnier thing. Me giggling at my own jokes. Of course. Is that so? Looking at you, I'd think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Right? Rude! I'm a very good cook. Looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for a meal tonight. You never know what you'll find in the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? We'll do the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. You check the cupboard underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse! This would be a great gift to give Kieran. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. Alright. The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. Mold and dead rats, such a delicacy. I know, right? Also, how is everybody today? I hope y'all are doing well. You check the drawers above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it with all your might. That's not gonna get on my nerves. Did you eat mice? Did you kill that mouse? No, because if I had killed that mouse, it would have ended up in a sandwich. It's time! Chompettes, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me in this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Yes! I'm very glad. I'm very excited for the weekend. I'm so tired. And it's Thanksgiving in Canada this weekend, which means I get to go see family and stuff my face with food. Though that also does mean an extended illusion spell, so that's gonna be, fun. Not really. They don't tend to last very long, but I'll figure it out. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's our first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes! Let's move out! Alright. Look at them little buggers. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some wood and start working on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, and pepper, and heavy cream to the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. We're back! More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we can have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, bitch. It is great. Killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Gah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. 160?! Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Oh, I was gonna sleep on the couch! That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Kieran and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Oh, you do it back, so it's okay. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. She's a kind of a bitch. Also, they've been traveling together, so he would know that. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Karen's a Karen. Yeah, I kind of want to slap her. Look at him. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've had. So generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize... fucking science names. Strawberries. Nobody cares, Pepsqueak. Can I punt her? Please. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. That is not polite ribbing. That is call for a good punt across the room. Or, you know, a fireball to the face. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Bom, bom. Bom, bom, bom. No, why would I do that? Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. Just yawn. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get a head start for gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Ew. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mirai turns a little pale. Kieran's messing with you, Mirai. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plant to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. Taco Bell ads. I haven't had Taco Bell in so long. That's a... I was gonna say that's a lie, but it's not. It's been a long time, and the only thing I typically get from them is their, like, ultimate fries or whatever they're called. Oh, damn, now I want that. But the nearest Taco Bell is 30 minutes away, and that's so far. You know I'm not into meat. She a vegetarian? That's a shame. Fair. Honestly, I go anywhere that there's a poutine and chicken nuggets. Poutine is great. Wendy's is a go-to because their poutine is great. At least for a cheap one. But also I don't like their poutine containers because it makes it hard to get the gravy for the nuggets. It's quite sad. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout, at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. A bitch. They all leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of trumpets to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Do we go talk with the trumpets, or do we go do something else? What do you guys want to do? Lead the way. What shall we do? I survived. Fair. Where should we go? Should we talk with the Chompettes? Should we... the basement? Use a random number generator? No, I'm asking you guys. What do you guys want to see? There's one vote for the basement. What do y'all want? Look for spiders in the bathroom. We could. What, any other votes? We're one for bathroom, one for basement. What do people want to see? I'm kind of curious about the basement myself. Going once. Going twice. Sold to somewhere between bathroom and basement. And I think I'm gonna go basement because my own curiosity prevails and I don't like spiders. But I guess there's gonna be more spiders in the basement. I didn't think of that. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go in the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. Damn. There goes my one chance to do anything. Oh, and I haven't surprised giant spiders in the basement. We're going to load. Because the basement was... Do you live in the basement of a creepy house? My bedroom is in the basement, but my house isn't creepy. Oh, that's auto mode. We're just gonna go through this. Because we've already read all of this. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, we're gonna save here. Don't steal anything. They all leave. Alright, we'll go to the bathroom then. My house isn't a haunted mansion. There's only a couple of ghosts. Yep, it's a bathroom, toilet, bathtub, and a cabinet underneath the sink. Open the cabinet? Obviously. You peer into the cabinet. You found a spider. It's pretty small, but it's hairy. Ew! It's far too gross to even squish. There's a note buried in the spider web. Is Squid one of the ghosts? No, but I have two that lurk in my bedroom. They're terrifying. One crawls up the side of my bed, because my bed's 3 feet in the air. It's a creepy looking bugger, kind of like a massive spider looking thing. It needs to fuck off. It's not always there. It's not just me seeing things. It might just be me seeing things. And the other is a large looming figure who stands by my closet. They haven't been here recently. I burned dragon's blood a few months back, which is a type of incense, and that got rid of them. They'll be back in like 4 months or so. So your loyal servants? No, they're not my servants. They're just also beings who live in my house. And they don't do me harm, so I see no reason to kick them out. They just spook me. But they don't do me any actual harm. Good day. We have received a fair number of... Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to tap that. You found all of the hidden notes. You shut the cabinet. What else do you want to check out? I want to read that. Open stream. Sleep paralysis? I don't think it's sleep paralysis, because it's typically when I'm falling asleep. I want to see the note that I fucked up. Can I not read the note? How do I read the note? Oh no, can I not read it? Shit. Oh no. Oh no. You need to save scum to read it, I think. Well, there's no... Hello! Hello! How is everybody? Because I saved right after I closed the note. Like a dumbass. That's not gonna be useful. Cabbage. Potato. There's the recipe, there's that. Why is the hidden note not in here? Why can't I go back and read it? That sucks. Oh, quick save. Damn. Tired? Very fair. What? Why? Why would they do that? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can... I'm gonna Google the note to read. Because I feel bad for missing it. Note in bathroom. Cooking companions. Good day, we have received a fair number of complaints from Ruslana Orlich that over her perceived harassment of her nephew Marco. Ruslana alleges that you have been frightening him and are causing a public disturbance when traveling into town. Her list of complaints are as follows: erratic shuffling, sneering at Marco, an attempt to intimidate or frighten, babbling incoherently. We understand that this is by no means illegal, but humbly request that you stop immediately. Failure to do so will result in an in-person meeting to discuss. Thank you for your time, Leonard Kazimierz. What else do I want to check out? Doesn't look like black mold. Must be residue from some old liquids. The others should be coming back any minute now. You leave the bathroom to greet them. We're back! Knock it off, Mirai. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not! Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... Shut up! You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It's just a marmot. Marmot? Marmot? What is that? What is that? What is, marmot? Oh, he's cute! He's a cute little bugger. Not a monster. Mirai laughs so hard that your ears ring. Tears are rolling down Mirai's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mirai from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot in a sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. What's an adult berry, then? You use your hands to mix thoroughly. Decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. I don't like cabbage rolls. I've had them before. Not my favorite thing in the world. I actually go between being okay with them and despising them. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and the cabbage will simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious, and Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for the cooking. This was really something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Rude. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. When do we start eating people? Good morning, everyone! Gregor, shut the fuck up. It's too early for this. Ugh. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor is also correct. I know how to read this word. Precipitation. There we go. My brain was functioning.
Now's your chance to be. Meow.
Is unusually high in this area, with many areas being a high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on high ground. That doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Yeah, it's a low energy stream today because I'm very tired. I had a long day. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds of than trying to hunt. Give me a few moments and I'll plot our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. They head to the bedroom to consult a map. Mariah and Kieran are still hanging around. Turtle, unfortunately in life you can't make everyone happy. When given the choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. 25 to infinity days from now. I'm going to talk to Mariah because I don't want to talk to Karen. Mariah's paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. Well, that was an aggressive peak of volume because I expected there to be more dialogue. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? The crafting one. Oh, me too. Metallurgy is so interesting. I'm curious of what alloy composition our cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. You think Mariah will remember that. Hell yeah, I picked the good one. I picked the good option. I didn't know she liked crafting. I didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay? You start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. What were you two doing in there? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio. What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? Saved. It looks newer than anything you've ever seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? I saved. I quick saved. We'll go to the bedroom this time, I thinks. Methinks. I thinks. Words. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Mariah's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Tee. I don't know what I did to make our relationship stronger, but it exists. It's stronger. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime? You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, could you hold cooking classes here someday? Or you could hold, cooking classes someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. That sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailors' delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see the snow on the tips of the mountains. The rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it is. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have heard it do not want it. Those who have had it least succeed. Those who have had it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? I don't know. Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it onto some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. You know what? It works. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this is homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown, it won't drown, it won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes, but you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Bump bump. Bump bump bump. Just a dream, right? Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Love loud thunder? Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back into bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door. We're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Oh no! More ads again. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you've been stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of the year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to... where... So the first thing you need to understand... Minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries and more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and start making more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. What are your plans going awry? Oh God, that laugh. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry, milk, shake. You let out an audible groan. Did Cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Haha, it was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette comedy competition this year. Of course. Not while I'm here. Bruh, what is wrong with bread? I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're gonna do great this year. Anyways, don't even think about eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes. Move out. Weird-ass little veggie bowl things. The Chompettes somehow manage to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam to the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in a mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much of the mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwater, so this might have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here? You're illiterate, so that is definitely a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? You must be going blind then. Fuck you! Thanks, I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. I don't know, he throws enough facts around that it's good enough for me. Thanks for backing me up. Yeah, fuck Karen. I'm deliberately making choices to piss her off. Good to have someone so positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. You guys have any plans for the weekend? Anything new and exciting going on? How are you guys liking the game so far? Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration. Game equals too Karen-y. Fair. See you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. I guess the smartest person to continue going with would be Mirai, but I think, doesn't she die pretty quick? Maybe Gregor dies first. I know 3 of 4 of them die, I just don't know the order in which they die. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You don't put on a blanket, you pull up a blanket. I guess it depends on the blanket. I'm now very confused about how blankets work. You go to bed very hungry. Your sense of humor died first. You have a very good sense of humor, actually, Zone. Bum bum. I don't know how long this game is. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa! Incredible! Impressive. Yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, avoid bedroom, got it. Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I feel like it's rude to go into the bathroom when someone's in there. Do we talk to Anatoly or do we talk to Mariah? Who do we talk to? Theoretically, we're closer with Mariah than we are Anatoly, but also I like Anatoly. Cool, we're gonna go be rude and go talk to Anatoly in the bathroom. Rude run. I just waltz in there while he's chilling. I'm done using the bathroom. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. Anatoly looks at you oddly. Do you ever daydream? You bet. Of course. It's a natural way to fill the gaps of boredom. And what do you daydream about? Cooking? You nod. Yeah, I thought so. I can tell that you have a history with cooking. So, you can tell Anatoly is struggling with small talk. What's the best thing you ever cooked? Children. A feast fit for a queen or the vegetable stew? I know he liked the vegetable stew. Like, he liked it a lot. I should have saved. Really? Are you being sarcastic? That vegetable stew wasn't very good. Sorry. Fuck you. I thought you liked it. Okay, we're gonna have to go back through this. He said he liked it. He's a bitch. Potato, I swear to God. Yes, y'all get to starve with bad bread. We gotta click through at a rapid rate. How fast can we click? Not very fast. He can read. You think he'll remember that? 10 minutes later. Look at that little squirrel friend of his. You're definitely sure he'll remember that. I need to remember to save more often. I'm terrible at remembering to save. Even though I have a quick save option. Yes, everybody is hungry. There we go. Hello, Blade. How are you? You bet. What's up? How's your day been? It's a natural way to fill the gaps of boredom. What do you daydream about? Cooking? Yes, totally. What's the best thing you've ever cooked? A feast fit for a queen. A royal feast, eh? Wonder who it was for. You'll have to tell me sometime. We have met. I found you wandering the woods that one time, don't you know? Can't you remember? Oh, maybe not. I spelled you. Can't have you knowing where I live. You'll have to tell me sometime, okay? Anatoly's looking at you dreamily. He will definitely remember that. Heck yeah. Later. You decide to head back to the others. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would just stop. I'm pretty sure Gregor and Anatoly already did that. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. GDDR7. What is that? His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Dance Dance Revolution? No, I have not. I am very bad at computer stuff, though I am learning. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Oh, fair. Mirai looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Oh, fair. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Y'all are too sensitive. I love falling asleep to the sound of a storm. It's great. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night, I kept pacing around my bed. You guys can't even go one day without food, my bro? I get distracted. I've accidentally gone several days without eating because I've just forgotten to. Oh, damn. That's a lot. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to just need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? Yeah, really. I'm gonna have to get myself one of them things. I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. Yes, I do know. I get distracted and then a million things happen and then I just forget to eat. I don't typically go more than 2 days without eating, and even then it's on a very rare occasion, and it's just because I forget, because I don't get hungry very much. Ooh, fair. I want to build myself a proper computer rather than the gaming laptop I'm currently using. But I need to gather the funds for it first. Yeah, I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mirai and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we gonna find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. It's been 1 day. Chill. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. Fair. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Talk to Mariah. Yeah, I want to learn more about tech stuff. I somehow can do things, sometimes, by accident. Brr, it's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Oh, fair enough. You explained to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. Woohoo! You thank her and leave the bedroom. They weren't in the bedroom. He's been sleeping on the rocking chair. You be in the living room. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last slice of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Turter! Buckscoon. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. I'm sad it doesn't have the motion like my normal one does, though. I need to figure out how the program works, but I don't know how it does. But I have it at least. I have the program. I just need to figure out how to transfer photos to it, because it decided it didn't want to transfer the photo. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews every bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. That's fair. That's very fair. I can't imagine they'd be pleasant. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Oh, damn. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. Very fair. I never said you were. They finally upgraded to Windows 11. About time. Very fair. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. See? Exactly. They could have... Bruh. Jesus, Windows XP in the 2000s. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it'll rain for that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Relax, everyone. We can see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. You think they would want to have better tech. Just for, like, the better security of it. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss the next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Anatoly in the living room? And think instead of everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. We'll talk with Anatoly. Oh, look at him. He's reading. Anatoly's still paging through the book. It's upside down. Hey, you should really have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? It is. It's upside down. Yeah, that's fair. Apology accepted. Who could have predicted this much rain? You're sweet as pound cake. Thank you. You'll have to teach me that vegetable stew recipe when all this is over. You... Bruh. This man would, beat him up. Gently. You're sure Anatoly will remember that. You said you didn't like my stew, but also, you're reading that book upside down. I say that, but I also can read upside down. I do think that does mean he's illiterate, though. But I can, in fact, read upside down. My mom liked to flip my books on me while I was reading, because it's a prank her siblings. So when do they fuck? I don't know. Doubtful? I think he dies before you can even hit that point, to be fair. This book is a great distraction. Very well written. Oh. You get the hint and leave Anatoly to himself. Yeah, we cannibalized 3 of these characters. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. My bro? Bruh. Y'all, they prepared A, very badly, and B, if hunger is getting to them, and it's only been, like, a couple of days, and they did have bread and jam, like, sure it wasn't a lot, but it was still something. It would take the edge off. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mirai, I used to swim all the time near my house. So I probably have the best chance of swimming through floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. When am I going 3D again? At the end of October. This is my Halloween costume. It's staying in the spooky, spooky vibes. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy. Let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Fuck you, Karen. Can't you do a 3D Halloween model? I do not have the skills. At Christmas, are you going 1D or 0D? I don't think I can. But yes, I don't have the 3D... I don't have the skills to do a 3D Halloween model. His arms are definitely the longest, so he'll probably be best at climbing trees out of all of us. Or negative 1D. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick from my hand. What about 4D or 79D? I don't think those exist. And the shortest will go outside and search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you could tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be... Looks like I've got the shortest. Mirai. It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mirai leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can you can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Mirai has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. You're out! You're out of what? Blade made you die? Oh. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize. The other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are too strong. You can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. A familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up in the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods, your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips the trees out by their roots, soil from the ground and rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, I missed what that one was. Why did you hear the papers, please sound? I don't know. I don't know why you heard the papers, please sound. Oh, my sad boy. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mirai. Oh. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go out look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss the next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mirai will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Let's go try and comfort Anatoly. Hey. The kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. You decide to distract Anatoly from his misery with an old story. So, what we know is that they left Ukraine. They didn't have a lot leaving Ukraine, but they should have known to ration better if that was the case. Like, bruh. There was once a villager who had to stock up on supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He quickly ran out of room as his house wasn't very big. One day, the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter, but when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains using buckets of water. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cow kept him awake, until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed, crying as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but he couldn't step over the buckets. He was too weak, too sick. The last thing he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting noise to end his life. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. You leave him alone in the kitchen. I get the feeling that was not the best option. At least he's not sad. He's just horrified. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right now. You would too. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Bom bom. Bom bom. I keep accidentally hitting the scroll wheel. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it on the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. Karen. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? A downward spiral. You ate meat. You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs into the bathroom, puking into the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? I'll talk to Anatoly. You knock on the door first. Anatoly? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where that meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that. Womp womp. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts in the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine for now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. If we get to getting over it, are you going to enjoy the game? I mean, I'll probably be angry. I don't know if I'll enjoy the game. We'll see. That's a thing. I can never judge if I'm going to enjoy a game before I play it or not. But I also know that getting over it is a very frustrating game. You fall asleep instantly tonight. Fair. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Got to the orange hell, not the end yet. Fair. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye. I don't plan on punching my keyboard. I kind of need that functioning. Before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting onto your body. You wake up in a cold sweat. Womp womp. These are, I wonder what, womp womp womp. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? I wonder what that said. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. But at least if it's not raining. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mirai make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Yes. Oh, that's terrifying. What caused this, Gregor? Are you okay? I don't like that. I don't like that it's staring at me. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right? I don't like the way those eyes are. The mouth, fine. The eyes, nah. Don't like it. That just looks goofy on him. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mirai. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. What? Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? That just looks so dumb. Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripple in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. I mean, he knows that it's Mirai, obviously. Like, he knows that it's human meat. I don't think Gregor's caught on. That or he's being deliberately naive about it. Mirai... Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. My question is like how it was one day before you butchered her. That dream of like desecrating the corpse and waking up, that was obviously, butchering up Mirai. But that was a day after she left, so she couldn't have gotten far. Kieran is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Gah! How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? I mean, you have nothing to cure the meat with. What the fuck did you expect? Of course it would go bad. Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mirai. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. This is deliberately setting him up for death. And he knows it, too. You could swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mirai out there. I think Mirai's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. You could always go out, Karen. Fuck you. Everyone shuffles to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. I do want to know what that says. Can anyone find a translation for what that says? What the whispers say? I'm very curious. Mirai. Something is approaching. Hey! It's just the Chompets. The kid cheering stock effect. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! The fun factoid of that myth? People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There's even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what? You know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Or you can't remember. Could smell you before I even came in the room. Yikes! So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous! This will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Anatoly's skinny, you could do it. Just body him if you have to. Please, we don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have a sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I want to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around on the frying pan tomorrow. Later! Why would you want to, Onion? I'll fry you up. You tasty little snack. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. You ate today! You're fine! It's not a lot, but it's something. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. And an insatiable hunger. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart into splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. Fuck you! You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to rise. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Chat with Anatoly. Convince him not to go. Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. Gregor told me he heard Mirai. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? What is the good decision here? I'm here for you. Thank you. Staying in this cabin is messing with my head. I feel so lost some days. When I was 6, my father asked me to put flowers on the grave of our dead dog. That dog was very special to him. Helped him find food during the war. When he came back injured, he brought the dog to meet my mother, who was pregnant with me. He truly loved that dog. I carried a vase filled with flowers with me into the forest and took a left when I should have gone right. I was lost for a full day, wandering through the forest, crying and panicked. I foolishly skipped breakfast that day, so I was desperate at this point. I tried to, but I couldn't recognize any plants to eat. So I tried eating a random plant I found in the woods, but I puked it up. I was humiliated when I stumbled back to my house. I'll never forget my father running up, worried, and I was still holding the vase with flowers, and my entire shirt was stained with vomit. After that experience, I studied obsessively my mother's collection of foraging books, so I would never starve in the wilderness again. Thank you for absolutely everything. You nod, calling everyone together for a meeting. That seemed to be the good option. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you too, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this isn't easy, but it's for the best. Damn, I didn't convince him. Fuck, and I saved over it. Like a bitch. Hold on. Can I go back? Haha, I can. How far can I go back? Okay, hold on. We're gonna save here. Wow. You weren't kidding anyone. You're just lying to yourself. Please get away from me. Okay, obviously that's the bad one. Of course you do. How else would you keep us fit? Anatoly looks like he's gonna puke. Please get away from me. Okay, so yeah. The correct option is this one. I was right the first time! Though he wasn't convinced to stay, so I don't know how to convince him to stay. Alright, so Anatoly's gonna leave. I promise. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say something, Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. Damn! I was hoping to convince him to stay, because Onion asked me to. And also, I like him. He's great. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Hello! How are you? Do I remember you? I don't know if I do. And considering it's saying you're a first-time chatter, I don't know if you have ever been here before, but welcome. Hello. How are you? You played Sea of Thieves with me. Well, I don't recognize your user, but I play Sea of Thieves with a lot of people. What's your Sea of Thieves user? If you're willing to share, obviously. I guess all we can do now is wait. Oh. Must have been an open crew that we were with then. How are you? I'm glad you managed to find your way to one of my streams. It's not a Sea of Thieves streams today since we're doing spooky games for, you know, spooky season. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him, missing him already. Oh, Gregor. Oh, yeah! It was a very good haul. Oh, were you the one that I ended up forming an alliance with? We were both solo slooping? Or you had a friend with you? I think that's... I think that might be who you be. We were in a crew. Oh, fair. Very fair, very fair. There have been many a galleon cruise that I've been part of, so I apologize. I play a lot of Sea of Thieves. And see a lot of usernames. You should definitely add me, though. I'm always down to play Sea of Thieves if I'm not, you know, streaming or going to bed. But how are you? I hope you're doing well. We are currently cannibalizing people to sad music. It's great. We're having a grand old time. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. I don't know what I could have done! You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found you! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. We're worried about Gregor. Or I'm worried about Gregor. He's tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? God damn it, Bread. Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular, poplar right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Yes, I get it. Anyway, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for the knife. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? You nod. We're gonna save, actually. What if I say, does everyone look like a snack to you? I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs. Say nothing. You're fooling nobody with that act. You've never had hearing loss. Let's go with a non-verbal answer, alright? Protect Gregor at all costs. Okay. That's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make any sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you. I don't know how to protect Gregor. I couldn't protect Anatoly. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. We just butchered Anatoly. He's dead now. Well, he was dead before, but now we've butchered him and we're gonna eat him for breakfast. Mariah's whispering again. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or... You found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. I don't think human meat actually tastes that different from any other meat. It's all just a psychological effect. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ah! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted. Nah, he knows. He does know. But he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans to whisper, I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even now, even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on, necropsy? I don't fucking know. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another? Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is the strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time. I want it to be perfect. Okay, what if I'm gonna save. What if I say no? Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. This will be over soon. Gregor has turned silent. Whoop. You leave her alone, going to the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. Oh damn, just straight up did that with... Oh, okay. What if I say yes? I knew you would, thank you. You nod, she's learning quickly. What do you think is the best option? What do you guys want? Do you want him to die and suffer? Do you want to just do it but question why she won't, or do you want to just say yes? I'm conflicted. Arguably, it's too early for her to torture him yet. For me, we still have Anatoly's body. And that will last a little bit, a couple of days. I'll just go with the why don't you do it. Do we say yes or do we say no? Will we help her? Will we help her or will we not? What do you guys think? Gregor doesn't deserve to die in a tortured way. I knew you would, thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. He doesn't deserve to die like that. Or I could say no and fuck over Karen. Because I don't like her. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor, it's been a while since you had some water. Come drink with us. Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly and Mirai. Let us toast to Anatoly and Mirai. They'll always be inside us, Gregor. Can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What? Eating raw meat is one of life's great gambles. Get awfully sick, or... Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Trying not to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Anatoly. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house. Anatoly brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. Karen, what did you put in this water? Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. Gregor's eyes start to droop. What the hell was Karen's liquid? I think it'll be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Gregor. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. You leave her alone, going and crawling into bed. You fall asleep almost instantly. I didn't need to kill Gregor yet. It's such a waste. Wake up, sleepyhead. There's a ghost back here. Also, I don't like you. Fuck off. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Ghost. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you'd have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the hypocrisy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean, you could have just taken one limb at a time. It's such a waste. You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, gonna start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happens naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly wasn't full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of the pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least, that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's gonna keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor goes a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Gregor has left the cabin. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try and find other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Let's play hide and seek. God damn it. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? Red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. Not for channel points. It's definitely for channel points. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. It looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen? You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? You hear a rustling sound. Oh, she always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ash in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes! Find Onion! Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Found him. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me, Onion. Today, I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes! That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though. Right? I could probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompettes! Let's move out! Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb, and your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. I do believe Karen drugged us. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secret favorite chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Huh. Bread, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? Hello, Cam. How are you? Oh, you have a cute little animated emote. That's adorable. All 3 chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. Uh-oh. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. How goes the spooky game? Very spooky. Some funny faces were made. They didn't scare me because they looked dumb on the face. Okay, the eyes kind of spooked me, but the rest of it was okay. And anytime Anatoly made a face, it just looked funny with his glasses. Perfect. Chompettes, mosey out. You have 3 chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's gonna crack open. Your hands have gotten completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry! Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. Wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined trompet detective skills says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. One more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman's coming over here. Chompettes, let's hide out. All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Save. Tell her about the trumpets. Talking food? What the hell are you talking about? And there... You've lost it. You tell her about Cabbage being the leader of the trumpets. She's the leader? A talking cabbage? What? Karen looks extremely upset. You tell her about Raspberry, Onion, and Bread. They asked you to save them? What the hell does that mean? You tell her about Potato. And there's a potato that's dangerous? A potato is killing people? You unlocked the basement door. You've lost it, but thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets up and we'll have a great dinner, okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into the darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, it will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. Womp womp.
Hey Rune, I how you don't mind but I left a surprise on your bed for you, smug.
Sounds about right. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. Hello! I did see your unlurk. I don't have a message for unlurking. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out. And the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Hello! Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Ha ha ha. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit? Oi! I'm not What made... Why? What made you comment that? At loss for words. You unlocked the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Oi! Now if you excuse me, I need to conduct a secret trumpet meeting. Later. You quickly make your escape. Look! Potion had weird effects, okay? It look, there's nothing I could do about it. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Zone, you are so close. I'm 4'8". Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? I'm not that that small! I'm 4'8". You're 48 and a streamer? No, I'm 4'8". As in 4'8". I'm only 21. Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? She can be! The human body can go like 2 to 3 weeks without food. For eating? Look, man, cats are small critters. I was initially like 5'5", but then I drank the potion, and things got weird, and I'm now smaller, more agile, and you know, I have cat features now. Accidents happen. Can't say they're completely for the worse. I can squeeze into things better. Though I do have the unfortunate habit of wanting to eat mice. Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. Rune, do you use whiskers to see if you fit in? No, I don't have whiskers. I could just use my brain to gauge. Y'all ready for the spooks of the ghosts? And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack. Or get you to fall down a flight of stairs. Is it like the lowest AQ that you could possibly be, like 72 or something like that? Or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. Who am I gonna see? Did you see her? Over here? Watch. The floodwaters are completely gone. She walked over, she was over there. Mira. Mira? I can't remember her name already. Kieran would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. Every time there's a black screen, I'm like, there's gonna be a jump scare. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. Well, all the meat's locked down with Karen, and Karen is definitely still alive, because she's either sustaining herself on the raw meat that's down there, or she's just letting herself starve. And knowing Karen, that's not the case. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. I don't know what my IQ is. You have a strange dream. I did not, get any A's in science. I'm particularly bad at science, and math. But every other subject I was really good at. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. That's fair. Fair enough. You're living the dream we all wish to live. I wish I could retire. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. Congratulations. You're rubbing it in that the rest of us have to have jobs and work. The cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this, Yeah, I was waiting for it. You wake in a cold sweat. The spooks are coming in now. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. I don't know. Quite frankly, I would love to be 33 and retired. Then I could stream for you guys more often. You say that I'm young, but you have not heard the way my bones creak. Or the way my spine aches. I'm a 21-year-old with the body of an 80-year-old. I don't think there's any wars that I assume the US has participated in the last 30 years. Is there? I don't keep a track because I just get sad. Was that less than 30 years ago? I don't even know. I don't pay attention to wars because wars just upset me. You can still smell Gregor in here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Oh, fair. It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into sleep. If it ended in 2021, it did not do nothing Canadian, but they drafted British and Canadian to help. I'm also Canadian, and I have heard nothing of the sort. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Anatoly? Fair. I would have been 6 at the time. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you. Please bring my daughter back safely, or I'll need to get the others involved. I've left payments outside the door, and I'll pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch and get the rest of your sleep. Well, no, actually. Look at him. Look at that corpse. Look at that corpse. Just doing corpse things. If I hover over him, he sinks down. The first note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger put a smile on your face. Was it just that note? It shouldn't have been just that note. There was something else. There had been 2 glints. Damn. Okay, well. I accidentally hit the button again. When you were 6, I was 18. Yeah, that's how ages work. You sleptwalked again. You hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Look, man, I'm not trying. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? What if I say no? Haha, still have some common sense left in you. I am not! I'm bigger than the potato. I can't fit in a drawer. I'm too big for a drawer. Tell me, what was the plan after locking her in the basement? Having her starve to death with 3 corpses already down there? Plenty of rainwater? Good luck! I have fire! I have magic! I am still a witch! She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. I don't care if you come back alive. Maybe the red-haired woman will let all of us move on. I won't even let you get close to me. It'll be fireball after fireball. You're still human. And I'm more agile. Good luck. I have a broom. Or will she act like you? You ignore Potato, heading to the basement door. I meant a flying one! You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. No, she won't. It's been enough days, right? No. You open the door and prepare for the worst. I ain't kinky. I'm the exact opposite of kinky. I am asexual. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. I'm waiting for the jump scare. Witches don't put them nowhere! Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. Again, I have magic of the elements on my side. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. I can fly well out of a shotgun's range and still hit you with a fireball. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. It's not kinky, it's dangerous! Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leave the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. This mess of a chat. Look, man, I don't know how this conversation got here. Only because you threatened to put me in a drawer! And I threatened to maim you, not kill you. You can still live after a fireball blast. The walls down here, they're all dirt and soot. Something is approaching. What if whose hairs catches fire? I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. No. Many people have survived. It just burns quickly and is gross. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leave the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. I'm waiting for the jump scare. I need to yawn. The air pressure down here feels greater. I've heard that scream jump scare so many times it doesn't get me anymore. I mean, you can still get me with it, but in very, very specific circumstances. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try and see if you wanted to pick onions with me. All my sound alerts are from Blurb. I'm very confused. Adding the extensions? What do you mean? That's what the scream jump scare and stuff are they not? Am I just stupid? I might just be dumb. To your Twitch channel. What do you mean? Oh, to Twitch channel, as in like for bits? I'll have to figure out how to set that up. I thought this was the only way to do it. Oh. I think I would have to turn that on as sub only, though. Just to keep the chaos down, because otherwise nothing will get done. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. You say that like I can comprehend. I'll have to get Panda to show me how. I know Panda has a couple of extensions. I'll have to get him to teach me. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here. But you won't be. See you again soon. Why were you so nice to me? Did you want to prey on the weak? Or was I just another meal ticket? The whispers told me the truth. Hopefully someone ends this darkness soon. You feel Anatoly leave the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. Oh, the look behind you. You feel the wall blindly and locate the light switch. You've come so far. Proud of you. As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call us and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you yeast expected, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. But sneaking up on you? Extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry. That was pretty cruel even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you never really had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. I wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. You've started to bleed. Karen clenches the knife. You're going to taste better than Your arm is bleeding. Karen laughs at you. Blood is running down your side. Karen licks her lips. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. I can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've been ignoring my warning to watch out for that knife. I've been trying. It has not been going well. Snap those legs like twigs. Looked you dead in the eyes. Ooh, Karen laughs at you. Love that. Won't be burying you. You stumble on the wall, nearly breaking a bone with the impact. Pathetic. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. The cut is deep. This will need to be treated if you make it out of this alive. Karen catches her breath. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Trumpet, help out. Cabbages filled you with hope. You gained 5 HP. You've started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Okay. You shouldn't be this fast. Dodge this. Karen readies the knife. You're gonna taste better than Gregor. Okay. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen's looking winded. This is over. Just rest. She barely missed. This is over. Just rest.
Hey Rune, guess what?
What?
I will send you to Jesus.
Plunging the knife into you repeatedly, she devours your body on the basement floor. Your corpse lasts a week. Damn, I died. Took you long enough. Oh. Will you fit in the cauldron? Hey, it's me, Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood? Gross. Your eye began to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. So that was useless then. Onion's words make you feel better, but only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. Catches her breath. What if I just keep healing? I really don't care who dies down here, but you're pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel better, though. You gained 5 HP. You're starting to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Oh, double attack. Your arm is bleeding. Karen licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? I don't know why... Huh. Razzle. You point out that Razzle is one of Onion's relatives. Oh. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh. Good luck. Red. You gain 5 HP. This was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. Looks like Karen's plotting her next attack. Always Mary Raspberry is a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now. I've never acted Mary. Correct? You nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotions from the Chompettes. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. Your bones feel quicker. Your reflexes improved. The Trompettes have imbued a second wind in you. You get ready for Karen's next attack. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of a decaying flesh here is nauseating. You hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Ah, look, it's the ghosts. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mirai. Anatoly. Gregor. Karen. Womp womp. Well, that was one ending. I wonder if could have gone any other way. I wonder if there's a different way to fight. You know what? I don't have enough HP. Hold on. I'm gonna see. Okay, I can only go back so far. Huh. Alright. Oh, we can see these images now. So there's the figure that was on your back in that one dream. You know what this kind of looks like? I might be wrong, so I'm not gonna say. Mirai's corpse is very interesting. The different design concepts. Either concepts or the 3 different versions that are in the game. The 2 twins as you fall into the abyss. The blacksmith poking out your eye. Character concepts! Cute. Wonder how his jaw ended up like that. Ultimately, it looks like they went with this one. Also, why does he have all of his limbs as a ghost? Why does she have a ghost form? Original names for them? That's a cute logo. We got some pictures. Can see just how weak we are. I wonder if we can change things up if we go back a little further. We won't go too much longer. It is, 8:30 my time. Though, I should probably make dinner at some point. Don't lick your lips. I don't like that. Go away. You get out of bed and leave the living room. He's suffering. What if I say no? What if I tell him no? Because we've already been through all of this. Oh, that was the "are you disappointed in me?" What if I go back and say yes? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. When it's time, don't let her torture me anymore. Please make it quick. I beg of you. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's gonna torture me again, you know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabinet chills me to the bones, or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. You monster. Let me die in peace. Leave. I don't have any more words for you. God, that feels cruel. Okay, well, fuck off, Karen. There's nothing I could do. He was gonna die if he was gonna die. Yeah, let's go play hide and seek. What are you whittling? A wooden knife. Do you want one? Oh yeah? I picked it up the first day and you said nothing. Kara looks pleased with herself. She's so happy right now. Hey thief, give me back the knife, yeah? I'd rather be a thief than a monster. Can you grab the tools from the basement? This knife isn't cutting it. I mean for the bones. It's terrible for bones. The key should be somewhere in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost, okay? Give me 5 weeks. I'm behind schedule right now and you're wasting my time. Scram. You feel a sense of deja vu. Are you leaving soon? The basement key is probably in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. You open a few drawers. They're empty. They must have been full of dishes that were piling up. Yikes. There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Actually, there's more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings, so there's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings now. You open another. This one has a little dried blood in it. Are all these empty? More empty cupboards. These would have been great places to store spare meat. You completely missed underneath the sink. On the left there's a letter L engraved. Who wrote this? This should really be cleaned. Yep, still filthy back here. You definitely aren't cleaning up back here. You need to find cabbage. LX. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot. What are you talking about? You can't just not play hide and seek. Are you sure? Okay. Key is in the oven, Ashes. Grab it. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. Guessing that one will come in handy. Chompettes, game over. Come on out. What happened? Quit already? I squeezed through a mouse hole. It only took an hour to pop out. Didn't think we'd all show up, huh? Not accurate, Raspberry. We're missing Potato. Nah, this is the original Chompettes. Raspberry's right. Let Potato sit in the basement. He's got company down there to keep him busy. That's enough bread. All the Chompettes are now clinging to your back. Don't worry about us falling. Just finish this. Perfect. The basement entrance. You've seen this door 1,000 times. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece. Just like Gregor. What do you do? Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. I'll bring some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner, okay? Locked it. Okay. Slightly changing things up. What's up, everybody? How are you all doing? You slept in today, the pounding has stopped, you really need to go to the bathroom. Well, you should probably go get food then. The bathtub is filthy. You'll need more than a little elbow grease to get those stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. This notice shall serve as a summons to the Zuccopain courthouse. You're being accused of the following crimes: public disturbance, foul language and demeanor, refusal to testify at previous court cases, refusal to agree to a search warrant on the property. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. I can't pronounce that, but sincerely, a judge. Okay, so I found the note in here. Okay. You fall asleep. At least I found the note that time. Wonder what that says, the whispers. Somebody's at the door. That's the only one that actually spooked me, was those eyes. That can't be the real Gregor. It's not. And the haunt has begun. We don't get to hear more about the haunt. I'm kind of sad about it, actually. And she's down there. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. I don't know if Onyx would haunt me. He might, just to be a dick and spook me when I round corners. I wonder what the message of Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted, the rain's gone away. Is this another trick, or? Your food is gone. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches in by the couch. Something is approaching. Oh, I think that's the Karen ghost form. I think that's what that is. I think that's why it showed up in the extras. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You can still smell Gregor in here. Probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. You must have woken up too early. The cabin living room was pitch black. I just wonder if the second glint... Yeah, the second glint was Anatoly. The first note you ever received. Thinking of the messenger puts a smile on your face. Yeah, so that second glint was Anatoly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if there was a note in the kitchen, too. And one in the bedroom. There was, I feel like there was gotta be something about that, lifted up floorboard. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, that first week with the red-haired woman and the others... Must be that addiction to meat. You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does that red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than last time you saw her. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the Chompettes, just for me. You head for the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head. She's not. Also, you can't remember how many days it's been. Just a staircase, nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Yes, yes. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. Descending more steps. Smallest room. I'm not pocket-sized. I'm not pocket-sized. I'm not that either. Ooh, excuse me. Your size? No! I'm person-sized. No! I'm gonna fight you. What do you mean, IRL? I would so win. Just because I'm small means nothing. You underestimate your enemy, and that'll cause you to lose. Hello. Cabbage. Yeah, but I'm not an ordinary civilian. I have far-reaching magic. Hmm. All of us. I'm trying to actually beat this fight. Onion, yeah. Might not have keep this rate up much longer, potato. Oof! Her face went weird. Yes, onion. That's vaguely assuring you gain 95 HP. Rot in hell. Eventually, potato, you gain 5 HP. Just rest. Who am I? You tell Bread. Why did we come here again? You tell him. Oh, so that explains potato. Sorry, I need some time to think on this. The memories have been upsetting all the Chompettes, but especially Bread and Raspberry. You feel a pang of guilt. You gain 10 HP. Fuck you. Really twisting the knife with Bread today, huh? Cornbread keeps him focused on ignoring the whispers. He was finally starting to heal from the trauma. You'll always be better at creating wounds than healing them. How long ago was the room incident again? You gained 5 HP. Just rest. Still quick, you asked Cabbage if this reminds her of Potato in the room. Of course. He isn't as dangerous as the red-haired woman, though, just an absolute loser. Yes, yes, I need to heal, like, aggressively. Rot in hell. Eventually, Potato, you gain 5 HP. Come on! Who am I? You tell Bread. God damn it. Karen's seething. I attack her. You've started to bleed. Fuck. No, really, you're pretty awful. Good luck. But I owe them all of Razel. Onion, my sibling? No. Okay. Yeah, I know Raspberry. Okay, so I did it too early. She missed. Fuck, I was so close. You taste copper? I'm going to eat those ears first, which is fucking weird, but alright. Okay. Hello! How are you, Lucifer? Attack her again. Attack again. That's good, I'm glad. Ow. Okay, that's fine. It's over. God, this ends the same either way. Dang. Turning left. Hmm. You head east. Hmm. Yeah, we've been through all of this before. Yeah, that's the end. Huh. It's a very good game. I would definitely recommend playing it. But yes, that is the end. I won the fight by my own merits and ended up with the same conclusion as if I had just gotten the second wind. I hope you all had a good time as we listened to these very... Can join? What? Which is can join call? I'm ending stream. Stream is over. I've been going for 3.5 hours. There's nothing left other than these very silent credits, which are making me a little nervous. But yeah. Miss Diana. I would definitely recommend playing this game. I can't remember how much it was. Oh wait, no, I think it was gifted to me. Yes, but we're going to send you to somebody. I don't know who yet. But I thank you all for joining, for being here. It means a lot that you were here, and I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I don't know who is currently live. I could throw you guys at Penny. Penny is playing Inscription right now. So I'm gonna send you her way. She's currently doing a donathon. But yes, I hope y'all have a good time. Thank you all for stopping by. And we'll see you on Sunday. Good night, y'all.